Hello students. The data sufficiency problem is a popular category in logical reasoning. Generally, it is considered tough by the students, but if followed with a structured approach, it can be done easily. These type of questions basically consist of a mathematical or logical problem followed by two statements containing the related information. The students need to decide if the statement is sufficient enough to solve the problem either individually or combined. Now let's understand this with an example. Here the question says if x plus y equals 28, then what is the value of x into y? So here two statements are given where statement 1 says x and y are both positive integers. And statement 2 says that x and y are consecutive odd integers. Now the student needs to check if the data given in statement 1 and 2 alone are sufficient enough to solve the problem, or the student needs to check if the data given in both the statements is required altogether to arrive at a solution. So this is how the student will choose the right alternative out of the given options. A systematic procedure to solve these questions is given below. Read and understand the basic data. One cannot assume anything other than the basic rules and formulae. Take statement 1. Combine the available data with the information given in the question. Check if you can arrive at a solution. Do not try solving it, just ensure that a solution can be obtained. Irrespective of whether a solution can be obtained from statement 1 alone, take statement 2. Again, combine the available data with the information given in the question. Without solving, check if the solution can be obtained. Remember not to use the data from statement 1. Next step is only required if either of the statement is not containing the sufficient data to solve the question individually. Combine the data given in both the statements and check if you can arrive at a solution. Now select the right alternative. Now let's come back to the same example. Here the question says if x plus y equals 28, then what is the value of x multiply y? Statement 1 says x and y are both positive integers, and statement 2 says x and y are consecutive odd integers. Let's take a look at the solution of this problem. Here statement 1 says that x and y are both positive, which is not sufficient to answer the question. There can be many possibilities of values for x and y. For example, x equals 20 and y equals 8, then x into y equals 160. And if x equals 10 and y equals 18, then x into y equals 180. So there is no unique solution of x multiply y. Thus, statement 1 alone is not sufficient to answer the question. Now, we'll see if statement 2 alone can solve the problem or not. Statement 2 states that both x and y are consecutive odd integers. So, if the value of one number is n, the other will be n plus 2. Adding both x and y, we get n plus 2, which equals 28. So, we can find out that the value of n is 13. So, the two integers are 13 and 15, and xy equals 195. Since statement 2 alone is sufficient to solve the problem. Now, let's come back to the options. Here, option 1 says, if the question can be answered using statement 1 alone. Now, this option is incorrect because statement 1 itself did not include sufficient data to solve the problem. Option 2 says, if the question can be answered using statement 2 alone. This option is correct because statement 2 included the data which is sufficient to get the solution of the problem. Now let's take a look at the other options as well. Here option 3 says if the question can be answered using either statement alone. This option is also incorrect because statement 1 alone was not including the sufficient data to solve the problem. Option 4 says if the question can be answered using both statements together but not by using either statement alone. This option is also incorrect, and the reason for this is that statement 2 alone was able to arrive at the solution. Option number 5 says if the question cannot be answered using both the statements together, which is also incorrect because we could arrive at the solution by using statement 2. So friends, we just saw that the data sufficiency problems can be easily done if a step-by-step procedure is followed. Thank you.